Hi everybody, it's Tina Shaw from TinaLovesToStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Fairborn, Ohio. I have been with Stampin' Up! For 20 years this January. I can't believe how time flies by. I still hold classes, in-person classes on Mondays at 1 o'clock at my stamping studio. And if you are close or if you want kits, you can get a hold of me through my blog, which is TinaLovesToStamp.com. And just go on and click Contact Me, and it will take you to my Stampin' Up! Website where you can send me an email. So today I have a couple of cute little cards. I couldn't resist the gingerbread man. So I've seen several other demonstrators have had some really cute cards, and so I just decided to do one myself. You know, there's lots of little goodies in the stamp set to use, and the dies, and this is mine. So I, of course, used the Gingerbread Man stamp set and the dies. And then I also used, like on the inside here, I have Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. And that's from the Jar of Joy stamp set. This is a cute little set on its own with the little jar punch. It's really cute too. I have already made a Christmas card out of that one. And then I've used the Stylish Shapes dies, a couple of them, for the cards. I've also used the cute little peppermint, adhesive back peppermints, and then the delightful decorative dots. These are in the mini catalog, the one September through December. And I also used the embossing folder on this card. This one's just a little bit different. He has a little pocket, and I made the little card inside. And this would be cute to also put in like a gift card for Christmas if you wanted to. But anyhow, I used this. This is called Christmas Words Collage dies. And so it's a hybrid. And so I just ran a piece of gold foil through it. And it just cuts out and embosses all the words. It is so amazing. Super cute. So you can use these on cards or scrapbooking or whatever you like. But I just used the die on the paper, or the embossing folder, not the die. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I have already gone ahead, stamped the gingerbread man, and I embossed him. And I will show you how I did that real quickly here. It's not hard. So I just took a piece of pecan pie cardstock, ran my embossing buddy over it on this side here on my right. And then I used my Versamark pad, and I took my die, and I just stamped the ink on the stamp. I wanted to make sure I got it all covered really well. And then what I want to use, this is a photopolymer, so I do want to use my little piercing mat. I cover my piercing mat because I scribble on it all the time. So I just want to put this down right there and give it a nice push. I like to stand up so I can do a better job. And then lift that up. I kind of boo-booed him down there. That's okay. He will be fixed. And then I'm going to take my embossing powder and sprinkle all over him here. put him in my tray. And just put that off. There. I like to do it a couple of times just to make sure I get good coverage. And then since I did make a little extra line down here, I'm going to take my brush, that one in here too, and just brush that off. Real easy like that. And then I like to flick it on the back, and then I just go over to my die cut and embossing machine and cut it out. Okay, so I've already done that ahead of time, and here it is. So when I cut this little guy out, of course it cuts out two, but I only did it on like a half a sheet of cardstock, quarter sheet. And so then it leaves this little piece here, and so I just take my snips and just try to round that off so it looks like it was supposed to be that way. There we go. So now with this little guy, I'm going to stamp the face. This is the nose and two eyes. There's several little different faces in there. There's one that winks, and then there's one that has both eyes and open, and you'll have to just see which one you like. Okay, I'm going to use my black Memento pad. Ink this up, and just, let's see, I want this down just a bit because I'm going to put the little toboggan on him. I think it's a him. There's the face. Get the lid on. Okay, so this is a piece of pecan pie, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And I always use my, sure you do, always use my bone folder to get my creases nice and flat. And then I have a piece of white, and this one is, let me tell you, 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. So I've only got like a little bit of the white showing. So I think what I would do, this is that beautiful Christmas Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper that is actually, it's just gorgeous. It's got all the gold foil on one side, and then the piece I'm using today is the other side, which means I have to cover up that pretty paper, but okay, it's okay, because I like this one. Okay, so then, see, you can see just the white, just a little white, just enough to set it off from the pecan pie. So now I'm just going to put a little glue on the back of the white cardstock and put this on the front of my card. Again, just a slim little border all the way around. Okay, so next I'm going to take my little guy and I'm going to use dimensionals and pop it up. See, it's nice when you emboss because that does your stamping and you don't have to do any more. And he's about done. Okay, so get these backs off. If I can. And that one and this one. Okay, and so I kind of like him on here diagonal like that. And then I've cut the back side of the beautiful side of the Traditions of Christmas, and that's the one that I ran through the embossing machine or the die cutting machine. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. And then I'm going to put dimensional up at the top, because it's not all going to be on the head here. There. Like that. Okay, so there's the hat. And then I took one of the little die cuts from the ones I told you I used. What it was called? It's called Stylish Shapes. And I stamped Seasons Eatings, because it's in the set. It's just so cute, since it's a little gingerbread man. But first, I think I'm going to put the little scarf on it. And I'm just going to put a little glue on here. I'm not going to pop this up. Like so. And there we go. So cute. Okay. And then I'm going to take, let's see, what do I want to do next? Next, I want to take my little twine. It's the red and white twine that we have. It's also in the, I think it's in the Christmas book. If not, it's in the main book, the annual. I think it's in the Christmas. Okay, so what I like to do with that is just to take a little bit of my adhesive and just stick a little piece on here. And then I'm going to take this and just kind of put it on there. And then just spread him out a bit. And then I'm going to do Seasons Eatings. I'm going to put a dimensional on each side. And put those on each side, like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that like right across him, like that. So cute. And then there's these other cute little pieces that you can cut out with the die set, the little lollipop. And so I just put the little red piece on there. And so again, I'm just going to take a dimensional and put it on the back. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the handle, popsicle, or sucker stick. Okay, so see, I'm going to put it like right by his hand. So he's holding his lollipop. And then I've also stamped and cut out garden green and real red gumdrops. Okay, so cute. So to put those on, I actually wanted to use my minis, dimensionals. And then once I did this ahead of time, I put on some Wink of Stella, so they would be glittery like the sugar on real, see that sparkle? Yeah, on real gumdrops. So then I gotta get one more. Oh, here he is. I almost lost it. Surprise me. Okay. And take the backing off. And just stick this one over here somewhere. Cute. Isn't that adorable? Then I like to have the cute little peppermints in here. If I can get them out of my package, that would be lovely. There we go. And so you can just stick these anywhere, wherever you got room. I think I'll stick these over here. And put another one like over here. Whoops, there we go. And there he is, all decked out for Christmas. Now on the inside of the card, I have a basic white piece, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I took, which one, where is that one? Here, no, that's Season's Eatings. Let's do sugar and spice and everything nice on the inside, because I don't see the one that I used out here. Oh well, that's okay. We'll just do this. So I'm going to stamp this in red. And just do this again on my mat. Okay. Like about right here. Nice press straight up. And then let it dry for a second. And then I have just a little strip of that designer series paper. It's a 1/2 inch by 4. I'm having trouble with my glue lately. I think it's me. Okay, and so I just put this down on the bottom. 4 by 1/2. Okay, and now I'm just going to attach this to the inside of the card. Let's find the right one. Where did I put it? I lost him temporarily. Okay, so put this on the inside. And there's our card. Is that cute? I think it's adorable. Pretty easy. If you like to emboss, heat emboss, it's really, really fun. I love to watch it melt, the embossing powder. It's so amazing. It's like magic. Okay, so there's that one. Then the next one is the one with the little card of the Gingerbread Man. So this one is, this one is just like a card or a postcard kind of thing with the little pocket on the front. So for this one, I took a piece of real red, and oh gosh, how big is this? I know it's 4 by 3. That's right, 4 by 3. And so I'm just going to glue this down at the top of the card. Make sure you get your words going the right way. You don't want them upside down or sideways or whatever. Okay, so there's that piece. And then this piece is from, let me show you the pack. This one is from Christmas Tags and More. It's got all kinds of cute little cutouts here. Well, not cutouts, they just pop out and you can glue them on. I love the little cardinal. They're all just adorable. Pretty, pretty Christmas paper in there too. Okay, so then I'm just going to put some glue, not glue. I'm going to use, actually, the edges of my dimensionals. So I'm going to put this at the bottom on the inside. Okay. And then keep him out of the road. And then up this side. And put another one right over here on this side. And I just need a little bit more. This is kind of cool because that way you use all of your dimensional pack. Yeah, I don't want that hook on there. There we go. That one right there. And I got another little piece here. Okay, so then pull off the backing. And then I'm going to attach this to the plaid designer paper. If I can get the backing off. This one's already off. And I just have this one. Okay, so I'm just going to put this, try to match it up right there. so that leaves the inside piece open so the gingerbread man will be able to go down in there. And I forgot to put my ribbon on. I was supposed to do that first before I put it on. This time I'm using the red. So let's see if I can do this. I'm just going to cut. And I'm just going to put on the front. Like this. Like that. And then just try to raise this up a bit. Put a drop of glue right there. You don't want it too far because you won't be able to put the gingerbread man in the back. Okay, so cut that off. Push that in there. Ta-da! That works. And do the other side. Put another drop of glue right here. Turn this under. And voila. There we go. Just hold that down for a second till that glue dries. There. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little gingerbread man. Well, actually, I made this one a girl. See her pretty little curls up there. I'm going to stamp her face. And let me see here. Where is the other stamp? Well, I guess I'll just use this stamp again. Again, I'm just doing the black. Ink it up. Put it on there. Cute. She's so cute. Okay, so now close that up. Then I'm going to put on, and I have another scarf. Okay, now here is the scarf. Again, I'm just gonna put this on here like that. And then I'm going to put her on a couple of the little peppermints here for her little buttons because they're cute. Okay, and now this one I told you I cut out the white with the die, and it's just exactly the same size. So I want to stamp in here, and I want to stamp. Let me grab a stamp. Okay, here we go. And so on the inside, again, I just want to do wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Just put it right there. Cute. Very cute. All right, so now my card is right here. And I also want to stamp on my little piece of, this is Basic Beige, and I'm going to stamp Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice. And on this one, I wanted to do it green, Garden Green ink pad. Ink it up. And then I'm just going to try to line that up to get a better view of straight. There, it's pretty good. I'm okay with that. So now I want to take this piece and just kind of put it on diagonal. And again, I'm going to use dimensionals. Get rid of that extra piece. I'm just going to put one at each end, and one in the middle. off. Put that on my right there. And then this little guy goes in here. And now I just need to put on my little gumdrops. Do them over here this time. I'll do these ahead of time so I wouldn't have to work on these now. Okay, so now again I just want to use my little minis, dimensionals. Do my green one and a red one. Over here, and then another little red one. They're in like two sizes. They stamp a small and a large one at the same time, and then it cuts out both of them at the same time as well. So now I think I just want to do a little tie here on the, if I can, if it'll go through. I don't know if it will or not because I glued him down. See what happens. There we go. There we go. That works. I just want to do a little, just a little knot right there. There we go. Turn. One side is glittery and the other one is not. So try to turn him over there. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to put on some more of these little peppermint patties here. Not peppermint patties, peppermint candies. There we go. So there's that one. So I think that's it. Oh yeah, I put another little candy on here. I had one over here. I don't know where it went. So here it is. Here it is. So I'm just going to stick him over here too. I pop this one up with a regular dimensional. I think it's just super, super cute. There's so many different ways to decorate it using all the little pieces that come in the set. So here they are, the regular card and then the little pocket card. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll give it a try. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also subscribe to my my blog, TinaLovesToStamp.com. Again, thanks for joining, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.